you talk about preparing for two quarterbacks and kind of the different style each guy brings and your mindset heading in, not really knowing what to expect out of them?
Yeah, I mean, well, I think we know what to expect. One of them, obviously has strengths to run the ball. The other one throws it pretty effectively. And we don't prepare any really differently than what we did per se. Oklahoma State, with Chelf and Walsh, there's a lot of similarities, I would say.
On scout team, do you have two guys that do it, or one guy does both?
We have two.
Two guys.
Yeah.
When Sams gets in there, though, I mean, it's not like he's strictly limited to running the ball.
No, that's right. So that's why there are some things that they do with the different style of quarterbacks, but we prepare, and I think we got a good plan to defend both of them.
Coming off that loss, how's the emotion of the team? How you practice?
I thought today was good. I mean, it's a tough loss, and those are always, tough to rebound from, but that's the nature of college football. You got to hit that restart button, and we got to, it's our job as coaches to get them motivated and inspire them.
Well, the kind of, I don't know if amaze is the right word, but they talk about coaching being a young man's game at times, and you're going against a guy that's 74, 75 years old that has stayed relevant and current and able to communicate. Does that kind of stun you a little bit?
Well, I mean, not really. Not if you really know Coach Snyder. I mean, because all the intangibles about discipline and work ethic and they hard work. His teams epitomize all of that. I mean, he's old-fashioned in the fact that they practice very physical. The fundamentals of the game. He's definitely a throwback in his approach. So I mean, it doesn't surprise me that those values and intangibles still work.
How about just communicating with today's kids?
Well, that you got 9 full-time assistants, and I'm sure he, and a lot of those guys are, have very familiar with Coach as well. But that's primarily their job, but he sets the vision and the parameters and what they're going to do, and the coaches carry it out.
They seemed last year like one of the most methodical teams I've ever seen in my life, just like a machine.
They are.
They're a reflection of him.
Yeah, I think so. He may be the most. He's probably one of the hardest working, most diligent people as far as crossing every T, dotting every I. That I've seen. And the players just, they do. It's like they just keep doing what they do, keep doing what they do, keep doing what they do. They wait for the opponent to make the mistake, so they'll just keep running the same plays and execution, and they just wait for their opponents to, bust, whether it be mentally or physically.
One of the things Dana said earlier was that maybe you guys are comfortable defending running quarterbacks, and that the last couple of weeks with the pocket passers, it's kind of giving you trouble. Can you talk about that and just the different mindset, different approach for the styles there?
Yeah, I think that, when you, because things are a little bit more compact. The last couple of opponents been able to spread you sideline to sideline and have the ability to run the ball, but also you got to defend, vertically and horizontally across the field. And they were able to isolate us a little bit, both these teams. So now we can get back, hopefully, into, getting people down in the box. I think Cook and Joseph, both their strengths are run support style safeties, so I think that plays a little bit more into our comfort level probably.
Better matchup for you guys then?
I hope so. They still have some matchup problems. Lockett, if you looked at it, he had 323 all-purpose yards against Texas. So they got with Lockett and Thompson, they still have some threats on the perimeter. But again, it does start with when you play Kansas State, you got to stop the run.